The first is, as a IAM engineer, one of the common trait that we should focus on is designing an IAM solution. Like when I say designing an IAM solution, it can go from designing a small policy to designing a complex policy also. Okay, and that policy could be, let's say, for a completely new thing from the scratch. So there, anyways, you're developing something. Okay, and the other thing is you should be able to implement a solution, which again, so designing and those things are mostly discussion items that we will have. Implementation and all of this will be anyways covered as a part of the course. Okay, so there are two things. One is there are a lot of things that will be covered as a part of the cohort, but there will be things that you learn as experience. For example, problem solving skill cannot be taught completely in this course, right?
Right.
So,
Agree.
but let's say integration or installation setup will be covered, right? So like that, these are divided into two different parts. So first, on the designing an IAM solution, we should be able to develop and implement an IAM solution that meets organization needs, ensures integration with existing system. So all of this should be covered overall in your in the way you're designing any solution. Okay. Then once you have identified the process and you know what to do next and all, you should be able to configure an IAM system, such as setup, install, right? Configure Java path or set up the data store or set up policies, basic configuration of system, ping, Okta, Intra, SailPoint, anything. Now, we all know what is the purpose of IAM is to manage users, right?
Yeah.
So we should be able to know how to manage the users. Okay. What I mean by that is, if I give you a user, I put them in Okta, you should know how to set up a policy to make them authenticate. Okay. If I have put users in SailPoint, you should be able to create a JML flow for them. Okay. If I have created a policy, you should be able to modify and achieve the desired functionality. And also you should be able to manage them, modify, delete, create, update, everything around a user account. And there are different types of account that we have discussed. Right? What are the different accounts?
On a broader perspective, we discuss human, non-human, but otherwise it's system ID and user ID related to
On humans, what are the different classification?
It's user accounts.
No, under user account also, what are the different accounts?
User account, with that I mean is like for representing a resource who joins an organization, he should have an account. So he will have a user account, his own account. What else? It will be for partners, contractors also. No, sorry, not partners,
suppliers.
Yeah, suppliers.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are the different kind of personas that we have. We call them personas. Okay.
Yeah.
So then the other thing is, once you have the system, what do you do with the system? You will use it to authenticate, authorize, right? Design policies. So you should be able to use the system to implement authentication mechanism. How you set up single sign, how you set up multi-factor authentication, design authorization policies, define and enforce access control. That you learn based on the tools that you are managing. SailPoint will give you more around policies, enforcements, JML, SODs and all. And authentication mechanism will give you configure, manage, those kind of things, single sign-on, MFA, federation, and those things. Okay. Then See, before this, I want to discuss one thing. There are three different main reasons. Okay, why you implement an IAM solution. Okay, the first is compliance,
Yeah.
especially IGA tools.
Okay.
Anything you go, and based on this, you can create your own use case. Bakshish, you are definitely looking for an opportunity to move out and work, right?
Yeah.
Just find out like when we'll be covering some of the compliance things, right? On the controls and
Mm-hmm.
all. Just identify some compliance based on the industries that you have worked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tag them to a control. Let's say SOX will say access review. Okay.
Okay.
Then with SailPoint, you have done access review. Start the story and end the story. So pick one driver: compliance, user security, security posture improvement, and user experience. And you will have different use cases, because as a part of this course, what you will do, you will do the post thing, right? But the pre thing, where how the requirement came from, you can just find it out, and there'll be handouts given.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where it will be. Okay, so you have
Yeah.
compliance, security posture improvement, and user experience. Anything, whenever you're implementing single sign-on. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, why do you need single sign-on SSO and MFA?
That's user experience. Yeah.
That's security posture.
Single sign-on.
Okay, because
MFA is related to security, right? And what single sign-on probably will be more relevant with user experience, isn't it?
I'll tell you what type of, see, when you talk about user experience is fine here, but if
Mm-hmm.
you look at SSO and MFA combined together,
Okay.
right, this is more to strengthen. Now, how? Because if you see in the MFA world, there are different types of MFA.
Mm-hmm.
You have SMS, you have OTP,
Okay.
DOTP, different, right? So
Mm-hmm.
whenever you implement your biometrics, whenever you have these different things, automatically you will kind of see them maturing. In an
Yeah.
organization, you'll have one system, but then gradually when you add things on top of it, that is a maturity. Mostly from because
Yes.
here user experience is not improving. Tomorrow, if
Mm-hmm.
you're going from SMS is the most simple, right? But
Yeah.
you go to biometrics or TOTP and security keys, you're adding friction, but that is more from a security perspective.
Okay.
User experience, fine, you give them single sign-on, but anything you do after the maturity model of reaching a certain level and go further, that's where you are doing primarily for the maturity model
Okay.
of the security. Okay. Now, user experience, where it plays a major role, I'll tell you. For example, the customer side of the world, user experience plays a major role. Okay, because in the customer identity, the only reason why customer identity exists is because users are the revenue drivers, right? They are the revenue
Can you give
drivers.
an example?
For
What
example, why
is
do you
this?
use Zomato, Swiggy, Uber, Ola,
Uh,
Amazon? Your customers, right?
yeah, correct.
Imagine um, out of 10,000 customers of Zomato,
Mm-hmm.
let's say Amazon has 10,000 customers, they fire 200. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no business loss for them, right? If they are
Yeah,
firing people.
proportionately. Mm-hmm.
Instead,
Correct.
sometimes they save money also. But
Mm-hmm.
imagine 100 customers leave the platform of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
Yeah,
that an immediate business loss?
yeah, of course.
That's the reason whenever these platforms are built, it is built with the focus of ensuring that there is very less user friction and more security.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the primary reason of these all platforms. And hence user experience plays a major role Compliance, everything will be kept in mind. But user experience is the main driver here
Mm-hmm.
on the SIAM part, customer identity access management. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So so in that context only, these are the three things, right? In that same context, you have security and compliance. Any system that you build, you should ensure that it is complying with the IAM practices and
Mm-hmm.
the organization policies, industry
Yeah.
standard and regulatory requirements like GDPR, HIPAA,
Mm-hmm.
PCI, DSS. Any system, you cannot build a system and later on, if the audit happens, this is non-compliant.
Yeah.
If it is non-compliant, you have to again go back to fixing it.
Correct.
Okay. And then another thing that you have to do again is work with the audit teams because they'll be conducting regular audits and you need to ensure that the audits are uh, like the findings are being implemented as an IAM engineer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
findings are given by audit and you implement them.
Okay.
That's your role. Okay. So compliance now, identity lifecycle management. Again, going back, manage user provisioning, deprovisioning, oversee the complete lifecycle, accounts, onboarding, role changes, offboarding, SODs, anything around the platform, engineer will be should be able to manage them. Right? Any question?
No. Oh, nothing.
Then the other thing is it should be able to handle the identity federation, implement and manage identity federation solutions, so seamless access across multiple domains and organization. Whenever you're building a system, right? The eventual purpose of the system, and this is where our journey will learn all over this, right? Is to federate two systems, system one and system two. So as engineers, whenever you're doing integration with off-tapping, SailPoint, Savin, anything, you're actually federating. Federating means you're making two systems trust each other, right? You're able to. So that is also something that you should be aware of. In what type of
Mm.
situations, what systems will connect, what type of situations, how do you bridge the gap, everything you should be aware of it. Okay. Then comes integration and troubleshooting. You need to be able to integrate with IAM solutions. Okay. Integrate IAM solutions. Work on integrating IAM solutions, various applications. And this is where you will see one app, one IAM system integrated with about thousands of applications. Simple, complex, many things. Okay, so you will be working on integrating the IAM system with various applications, database, network resources, multiple things. Okay. Then comes, if you have implemented, what will happen? Anything you implement will have problems, right? Hello?
Yeah, of course, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear that. So there you should be able to identify and resolve issues related to IAM systems, including authentication, authorization, all these problems day to day. So basically, you can divide the whole IAM into four different sections and club everything there. The first is you do the stakeholder management. Okay. That means you talk to customers, application teams, and all of this, right? Then you got the requirement. You then go back and integrate the application or make system changes as engineers.
Mm.
Then there are issues, user issues and system issues and all. And then you do the system management. Okay.
System management, does it means the lifecycle
The
management?
patching,
Okay, patching.
right?
Okay.
Or let's say some policies,
Upgrade.
upgrade, those kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So these are the main four tasks. And whatever I am saying will fall under some or the other of them.
So
Okay.
what is that we have divided this four into? Like, is it IAM responsibilities or what?
The main responsibilities of an IAM engineer.
Main responsibility.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you break this, let's say security compliance, ensuring compliance, and putting all of this. That will come as a part of engineering.
Okay.
You need to build new policies, right? Manage
Mhm.
users, handle onboarding, offboarding issues, comes under issues also, sometimes integration if it is new. Okay. So like that, you can kind of tag all of this into one of the other bucket.
Okay.
Any question?
Uh, Stakeholder. First one is the stakeholder. Second is
Stakeholder, you will
integration.
do integration, the engineering part, like
Okay.
connection, application onboarding, application integration, right? Then comes
Yeah.
the troubleshooting part, day-to-day
Trouble.
operations. Okay. And then comes the last one, which is your system management,
System. Okay.
where you're doing patching for on-prem systems and those kind of things. Okay.